Removing the rear bumper on the Lexus IS200. Now you've removed the plastic covers, you've got two 10mm bolts you can remove. You can use a screwdriver as they do have a crosshead in the middle. Now there's only little rubber mounts holding the light in position, and underneath you've got like a plastic lip that tucks behind the bumper. There's no wiring harness you can remove, so you're only able to remove the bulbs. If you did want to remove the wiring harness, then you'll need to remove this piece of trim here, and down at the bottom you've got the connector. And then this rubber lug here can be pulled out from the other side. And you've got the harness for the rear light. Remove the other light assembly. Now where the light was removed, on the driver's side of the vehicle we've got a crosshead bolt going into a 10mm nut on the inside of the car, but I'm not actually sure that that's original. On the passenger side of the car we've just got a clip that goes into a square hole. As you can see here, and I think this is more likely to be the standard option. The next bit's going to depend on which bolts and screws have rusted away on your car. So ideally you want to remove these screws here, but you may have to remove these 10mm bolts from this piece of plastic here. But either way, remove this 10mm at the top here, so you can pull back this plastic and remove this 10mm here, which is pointing up. Now underneath the car you've got a 10mm on each of the corners behind the wheel arch, and assorted fixtures holding the rest of the bumper in position. I don't know how many of these are original, but we've got a trim clip here, a different trim clip there, and the 10mm nut and bolt on the next one. But they're the fixtures that need removing. So with the 10mm screws removed from here, you've got a clip here where it's sort of held on a spherical clip there, and that clip's already loose. On this side where I've not been able to undo the screws, the plastic has had to come with the bumper, out like that. On this side the bumper has separated from the plastic underneath, so we've got that loose. Now in the boot you need to remove this piece of trim here. There are 5 trim clips on the back of the trim. Now with the 5 trim clips off the back removed, you can lift this piece of trim and you can just leave it in position there. Now you've uncovered behind this trim, in these holes here, you've got 2 10mm nuts to remove. So there's one just here, and on the other side there's another one. Also behind this trim on both sides we've got another 10mm nut to remove. Now with all the 4 nuts removed, the bumper is completely loose. You'll just need to disconnect the parking sensors if you have them fitted. For removing the bumper completely, unfortunately there isn't a connector to disconnect the wiring for the parking sensors in one go, so your only option would be to remove there's like a rubber cover and disconnect each one of these connectors individually, or if you don't need the bumper fully removing, you just need a bit of distance, you've actually got a load of bundled harness in here that you could unclip and push out through the vent, and they're your only 2 options to remove the bumper completely. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has saved you some time and money. If you have any questions, then leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers. The next bit's going to depend on which bolts and screws have rusted away on your car. So ideally you want to remove these screws here, but you may have to remove these 10mm bolts from this piece of plastic here. But either way, remove this 10mm at the top here, so you can pull back this plastic and remove this 10mm here, which is pointing up.